Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about some swim baits that I recently picked up. Kick things off, this is the Berkeley Cole Shad. It is in the 8-inch. Looks like it's very similar to the Mag Draft, which if you guys are big fans of my channel, I praise a lot in the old Mag Draft. You can see the similarities in these two baits. They are very similar. Let's go ahead and take the Cole Shad out and check it out. I forget what the 3 sizes of this bait that they offer this bait in, but I got the biggest that they offered, and that was the 8-inch. Oh yeah, this would be perfect. And it seems like it has a really good keeper right there too, compared to the Mag Draft, which I always have to lock that in all the time, constantly, almost after every cast, because that magnet is nothing on that Mag Draft. Matter of fact, that magnet will pop out if you're not careful. You'll find that magnet connected to this freaking stuck to the hook. If you're not careful, you'll lose that magnet. But if you was lucky like I was, I found a magnet stuck to the treble hook, and I opened up the bait a little bit, and I was able to put that weight back in there, the little magnet back in the little holder, and I dropped a little bit of super glue on it. But this seems like it's way better than the magnet system for that one. I wish they made a 10-inch in this bait. Anyway, the coloration is in just shad, I think is the color of it. I figure it had a little bit of orange right here on its chin. As I turn it, at least I see it. It looks really good. Definitely will get bit. I could throw this on probably 20-25 pound fluorocarbon or 65-pound braid, maybe even 80-pound braid. It does weigh, here's the schematics of the bait. It is an 8-inch bait. It weighs 2 3/4 ounce. So it's almost a 3-ounce bait. I do have a rod that's rated 1 to 3 ounce. It is a heavy action 7'10" rod that they do not make anymore. They discontinued like they always do with all the good rods. Comes with the Berkeley Fusion hooks. If you ever seen those on YouTube, a bunch of fishermen stick themselves with those Fusion 19 hooks all the time. This is in the 8-inch. I'm pretty sure they had the 5, 6, and 8 in this, but as far as I could see, this was the best color to get bit on. As you can see, that belly looks really good. Has like an orange glimmer on the belly, throat area. It'll definitely get chomped. So that's the Cole Shad, Berkeley Cole Shad in the 8-inch. Next up is the Nessie, Berkeley Nessie 9-inch. This is the soft glide bait, which I was very intrigued when I first seen these come out on the market. I think it's been a year or 2 since they've been out, maybe longer. I'm a little slow at getting to try some of these baits. These are not expensive compared to other baits. I feel like I should have bought more of these. Like, I think all these baits were, well, all the Berkeley baits were, I think, $4 off. And then we're talking like less than a $15 bait. So I feel like I should have got more. But I'm eager to try this soft glide bait. Very intrigued about the whole idea of it. Construction feels like it's pretty well made. Like the keeper on it and everything, it feels really good. Oh, it's got a cool little keeper on here, if you guys can see that right there. It's like 2 little clamps. Kind of like a trolling motor, how it clamps down and goes into those little forks to hold her down. Yeah, that, oh man. I wish Magdraft would get up on something like that. Yeah. Oh, that thing's gonna get chomped. And I bought it in, this is the shad color. I bought it in 2 different colors. I got 1 shad color, and then I got 2 of this other, I forget the name of that color. Hickory shad. To me, that looks just like a rainbow trout. To me, this looks like a kokanee. Or, you know, maybe even a rainbow trout. Maybe a brown trout, brook trout, something like that. It'll definitely, we don't have shad here in these lakes that I fish like they do down south. Most of our, a large amount of our forage here in the Pacific Northwest and a lot of these lakes, believe it or not, are yellow perch. Yellow perch, bluegill, and trout, rainbow trout that they stock, that the state stocks. And some of these lakes, some of these bass, they're like wolves. They know exactly that time, that month, that time of the year. They know what that they need to eat that to get revved up for the spawn. Oh yeah, it's like a dinner bell. But this is the rainbow trout color. This is the color that I got 2 of them because I knew that this one was going to get torn up. But yes, this is the 9-inch Berkeley Nessie. Has a fine construction to it. Maybe that'll rip, maybe not. I mean, even if it's good for 5 fish, it's still well worth it in my opinion. It's still under a $15 bait. It's got a whole different look to it, you know. It's a soft body glide bait. That's kind of unheard of. I've never seen that before, let alone heard of it. So that's the haul that I got for the Berkeley baits. I didn't buy any of the smaller sized ones. I wanted, if I was gonna try it, I wanted to try the bigger sized ones. So I really can't wait to try those. This next bait is one of my personal favorites. This next bait is made by 6 Cents, as you can see. It is a glide bait. It's a 9-inch glide bait. Just everything about this. The whole packaging is awesome. There's one drawback from the packaging, but in this instance, it doesn't really matter. Normally, I like to keep the original packaging. Like for these soft baits, I'll have to keep these original packaging to be able to keep that bait to keep form on it. If I was to just throw this in the tackle box or in the bottom of the boat, that tail would lose its straightness, and it may kink its overall action as you retrieve it back to the boat. Therefore, it's going to render useless. I understand it's just a $15 bait, but this bait, if you're good with it, I guarantee this thing will fish and catch at least 20 to 40 fish easy before it gets really torn up. And that's the Cole Shad. But just the packaging, I normally leave the bait in the packaging if it's soft, just so it doesn't lose its form. This being a hard bait, don't really have to leave it in the original packaging. You can take it out, which I would recommend because the packaging is way too nice for it to be out in the boat, getting wet, weathered. But this here is the 6 Cents, the draw. It's in the 9-inch. Everything's premium on this. The coloration of it is Gillikin. Ben Milliken helped design this bait. I've been a true MFer for, I'd say, at least 6 years. I'm pretty sure I was a subscriber of his, Ben Milliken, for at least when he had maybe less than 20,000 subscribers. And I was one of those subscribers. I've been around for quite some time on YouTube, watching YouTube fishing. This is one of the guys that I really enjoyed watching, was Ben Milliken and his channel and his rise to stardom and fame, and now he's a Bassmaster Elite Series Pro. I know he has a lot of haters on him, but I'm sorry, the guy can flat out fish. I can't take nothing away from him. He's paved the way for a lot of upcoming YouTubers to be able to go that route if you want to. He just clearly did it himself. So he's clearly shown that it can be done. It just takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and you flat out have to catch fish. But anyway, back to this bait. It's a 9-inch glide bait. I'm just now getting into glide baits. It is a 3.75 ounce bait. The length is 9. So it is just under a 4 ounce bait. The construction, I gotta say, is phenomenal. Sounds like you can chop it and clack it pretty good, pretty loud if you need it for that type. But just as a glide, I like to see what it has, how wide of a glide it has. It is slow sinking model, which I've been playing with the Bass Pro Shop Swerve glide bait, the $20 glide bait that Bass Pro Shop offers, which is a really good deal to pick up and try. Highly recommend it. Anyway, I picked up 2 of these. Now the Berkeley Swimbaits, they were all on sale. The Berkeley Swimbaits, like I said, they were all under $15 for the biggest ones. This bait right here was originally $75.99. It was on clearance for $24.99. I picked up 2 of these just to have them. They are a big bait, but I'm just now getting into big bait with the swim baits. Intrigues me, and I love getting the bite, especially throwing big swim baits on just like an 8-foot rod on 30-pound fluorocarbon. That just gets my heart jumping, which is a good thing. But once again, this is like the OG of it. But I'm looking to try out all these new swim baits here shortly. I'm going to kick my season off probably just about the 3rd week in February. So that's right around the corner. So in the coming weeks, I'm going to be getting the boat ready. I got to take everything out, clean the boat up, go through all my tackle, organize it all, sort it all, take out what I don't need, reorder stuff that I do need, and just kind of prepare myself and get ready for this up-and-coming season. I got to go a lot harder this coming early to mid-spring when the big females just now start to come up. I lost a gigantor of a fish on the 8-inch mag draft this last year at Lake X. So I'm looking forward to going back to Lake X and being in that area around that time frame. I'm looking to try to catch that fish again, because that fish about made me want to cry in the boat. But anyway, that's about it for the video for today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Real quick, my channel is coming up on 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who watch it. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel out. Anyway, until then, thanks for watching. Swimbait79 out.